What's up, Guardians? Zeus here, and today we've got something special to dive into. September doesn't just bring one adventure, it brings two full maps, loaded with rewards that could completely shift your progress. But here's the catch, Explorer moves are tighter than ever. In this video, I'm breaking down the routes, the prizes, and the hidden strategies you'll need to make every single move count, and trust me, there are a few surprises along the way you don't want to miss. It's quite surprising that this time around we actually have two maps instead of just one. Normally, many players already struggle to gather enough Explorer moves to finish a single map, so adding another one feels like a real challenge. That's why I hope Hero Wars will give us some extra free Explorer moves during September, otherwise a lot of players may fall short before reaching the rewards they want. Let's begin with the big attractions of this event, the grand prizes, which are the towers on the first map. These towers hold the most valuable rewards, and planning the right route is key. Starting from the beginning of the map. The bottom left tower holds 500 wish insignia, and 500 wish crystals. The upper left tower offers 110 large skin stone chests and 2 pattern chests. The bottom middle tower contains 15,000 emeralds along with 3 pattern chests. The central tower in the middle of the map rewards 500 Titan artifact chests and 2 pattern chests. The bottom right tower has one of the most exciting rewards, 100 absolute artifact chests, these are the red artifacts, plus 3 pattern chests. The middle right tower contains 20,000 emeralds and 3 pattern chests. Finally, the top right tower holds 50 elemental catalysts, a very important upgrade material. And don't forget about the war flag chest. Even though it's not technically inside a tower, it still counts as a kind of grand prize since a lot of players are still hunting for these. Just keep in mind, the brand new war flag will not be inside this chest. Now, most players will naturally be curious about the shortest path to emeralds, since that's often the main priority. The closest emerald tower is the bottom middle one with 15,000 emeralds. Reaching it requires just 23 Explorer moves, which makes it the most efficient option for many players. The second emerald tower, the one on the middle right with 20,000 emeralds, requires 28 moves if you head straight for it. That's 5 moves more than the first tower. Here's where planning becomes important. I've mapped out different paths using colored lines to make things easier. The red line shows the direct route to the first emerald tower, the bottom middle one with 15,000 emeralds. That takes 23 moves. If you decide to continue from there toward the second emerald tower, the green line shows that route. It requires another 19 moves. But if you skip the first tower and go straight from the starting point to the second emerald tower, it takes 28 moves in total. So, depending on your priorities, you can decide which route is best. From here, I also mapped out routes to the rest of the grand prize towers. The yellow line leads to the top right tower with 50 elemental catalysts. Starting from the middle tower, it takes 21 Explorer moves to reach it. The pink line leads from the 15,000 emerald tower to the bottom right tower with 100 absolute artifacts. That path adds another 9 moves. The blue line goes to the bottom left tower with 500 wish insignia and 500 wish crystals. From the red line path, that's an extra 10 moves. The purple line targets the upper left tower with 110 large skin stone chests and 2 pattern chests. If you're coming from the yellow line toward the elemental catalyst tower, it's another 9 moves to get there. And finally, the light blue line points to the war flag chest. That's just an additional 5 moves if you continue along the route. When you add it all up, if you're aiming to collect every single grand prize on this first map, you'll need a total of 96 Explorer moves. Of course, Not every player will have that many, but by following these mapped out routes, you can plan ahead, prioritize the rewards that matter most to you, and spend your moves in the most efficient way possible. Moving to the second map. This map has no emeralds. This map has 4 towers and is smaller than first map. Let's start by taking a look what towers contain. The starting point is on top right side. From there the closest tower is tower in middle right, which contain 3,500 golden thread and 4 pattern chest. Tower in bottom has 60k titan skin stone and 3 pattern chest. In top left side there are 2 towers. One of towers contain 50 prime catalyst and the other contain 500 titan artifact spheres and 3 pattern chest. Let's move on to the second map and start charting our course. I'll begin with the red line, which leads directly to the tower containing 50 primal catalysts. Right now, this resource is one of the scarcest and most sought after in the game, so it makes sense to target it early. Reaching this tower requires 18 explorer moves, and while that's not cheap, many players will consider it a priority because of how rare primal catalysts are. Next, we have the tower on the right side of the map, which holds 3,500 golden threads. This is another highly valuable reward, especially for players who are working on upgrading their war flags. The path to this tower is marked with a yellow line, and it takes 16 explorer moves to reach it. If you decide to go straight from the starting point instead of following another route, it will actually cost 3 additional moves, so the yellow line remains the more efficient choice. From the point where the yellow line ends at the Golden Threads Tower, I drafted a path with a blue line that continues downward. This leads us to the bottom tower, which contains a huge prize, 60,000 Titan skin stones. This is a very significant resource for anyone trying to strengthen their Titans, since skin stones are always in demand. From the yellow line's endpoint, it takes 13 more explorer moves to claim this reward. Finally, there's the last tower on this map. This one contains 500 Titan artifact spheres along with 3 pattern chests, making it a very strong late target. From the blue line's route, I've marked the continuation with a green line, and you'll need 19 additional explorer moves to reach this tower. When we put it all together, if your goal is to explore every single tower on this second map, the total comes to 66 explorer moves. That's quite a commitment, but with careful planning and by following these routes, you can make sure every move counts and walk away with the maximum rewards. So, to sum it all up, the first map is your ticket to emeralds, absolute artifacts and catalysts, while the second map is packed with rarer resources like golden threads, titan skin stones, and those hard-to-find primal catalysts. The key is planning your route ahead of time so you don't waste a single explorer move. Now I want to hear from you. Which tower are you going to target first, and why? Drop your strategies in the comments. I always enjoy seeing how each of you approaches these events. If this breakdown helped, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. Together, we'll always stay one step ahead in Dominion. Salute and friendship.